What's up guys, it's Andrew from Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson, and this is my 2019 Road Glide Special. As some of you know, I came from 2017 Dyna Lowrider S, actually two of them. It was a good bike. I love the bike, it was fun, lots of power, very nimble, but I just kind of missed the bagger world. I went from my 2017 Street Glide Special and then to a couple of Dyna Lowriders, and I miss having the convenience of hard bags and just the overall rideability of the touring frame, the comfort, the long distance miles. So went back and built myself a full-blown performance commuter is what I call it. It's no inverted forks or anything like that, but I mean it does what I need it to do very well, and it's just a lot of fun. Starting with some of the upgrades I've done is the 10-inch Kraus bars with a T-Rex pullback plate and the Kraus gauge mounts. I had service, they do a really good wiring job of kind of wiring it like a CVO, where they get rid of the fork lock and it turns on with just the flip of the switch like a soft tail. I did do stage 2 boom audio speakers through Harley-Davidson. I'm sure there's a lot of audio companies out there that will make something louder, something better, crisper, all that jazz, but I got full warranty on it with the extended warranty on my bike, so if I ever blow a speaker or anything like that, I don't have to worry about it. I'm sure those other companies do that, but it's just, I work here and it's just a lot more convenient, and these sound really good. I originally started off with going with a different grip, like the Rolling Sands or something like that, something fancier, but I just threw these on in the meantime. They were, I believe, 20 bucks, and ended up really liking them. So I just went ahead and just started running them. I did do the chop engine guard there. I was going to run the lower fang spoilers, but I just kind of like the way it looks, kind of naked like that. Then obviously the wheels, had them powder coated. They are the stock factory Harley-Davidson wheel. Went ahead and powder coated them gold, kind of made a big Lowrider S. Candy gold is what they called it. Really sets off really nice with a black finish on the bike. I got the SNS intake paired with a 2-in-1 Bassani mid-length exhaust in stainless steel. Definitely one of the best sounding exhausts in my opinion. The way it just, when you shift gears and it gargles, it's awesome. I like it. The engine's pretty much stock, other than the stage 1. I got the Harley-Davidson Pro Street tuner paired with the auto tuner. With my past experience, if you're doing a lot of long distance, I feel that the auto tuner is very well put together as far as tuning the bike. My past trip, we went to Yosemite, and that high elevation, just the bike kind of choked, and it just had the Pro Street tuner, the auto tuner, I didn't have yet, and then the bike started running kind of funky. After that, we did another ride at higher elevation, and the auto tuner really dialed things in. You can feel it kind of working its magic when you're going up and down. In the future, I am going to do the 131 once it is approved by California. I'm going to run that stage kit. Probably going to run with the same exhaust, see how that runs. Coming around the back here, I got a factory ultra limited fender and standard size bags. I'm running a Moons MC tail light with the integrated turn signals paired with a lay down license plate. Rear suspension, I have the Russ Watermont RS1 shocks. They're 13-inch and they are dialed in. Running the stock front forks. Thinking about going Öhlins drop-ins, but I mean, I really like the way the bike handles now. As far as the rear suspension communicating with the front forks, it's just solid. My street glide was a little finicky as far as turns and transitions. While I was riding in the canyons and stuff like that, it was just a little loose. This one feels just dialed in perfectly as far as just communicating with that front fork. I mean, I hit a turn and hit a dip or imperfection in the road in a turn, and it just responds very well. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. It's nothing too crazy. I wouldn't really call it a performance bagger. It's a simplistic build that I feel like I like. The ergonomics fit me really well. Paired with the Mustang seat and the Kraus bars, I just really have a great rider triangle on the bike. It just fits really good. In the future, I would like to do Galfer rotors and stuff like that. But I mean, for me and what I use the bike for, mainly commuting and doing the occasional long distance trip. Next year I'm planning for Sturgis or a long ride like that. So I just want to kind of keep it simple. Plus I can't afford to do that fun carbon fiber stuff. I do get a lot of questions as far as how the gauge fit with the screen and if it blocks. Me, I'm 5'11" on a good day in the morning. So with my seat, and you have to keep in mind too, if you're running this setup, and a lot of people are thinking about transitioning to this setup, think about the seat you're running to. I do have a lower rise seat. I see most of my screen except the bottom part, which is what I really like to see most, is the clock, but that's not big of a deal. I can just kind of inch up forward and see it. But if you're in your natural riding position, yeah, just for me, the bottom part of the screen is blocked off a little bit. Another thing I thought I had before doing these bars is trying to fill it up with gas. It's kind of, you just got to finesse it. It's not hard, but with the T-Rex pullback and the pullback riser, you just got to get off the bike and have the bars a certain position. But I don't have a problem doing that. You just got to be aware of, you know, where your bar position is when you are filling gas, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, clean, simple, but there is more to come. But right now, I mean, this bike is awesome. I love the way it handles. A lot of people are asking me questions because I did come from a street glide. Honestly, anything above, for me, they're pretty dang close. I'd say in my experience, with the Batwing fairing being closer to me, I did get a little bit more wind protection from this, believe it or not. And then it did have the same similar Clockworks kind of wind splitter screen on it. I remember on the street glide, just having my visor up with my full face helmet, I wouldn't get any wind in my eyes, and that's kind of how I judge how good the fairing is working for me and buffeting on the top of my helmet. Honestly, you can't really tell that big of a difference. Another thing too, customers ask me about all the vents and to be able to close the vents. Knowing that the 2020s, you don't have the option to close the vent. I went on a ride to Utah with Matt and all them. I closed them, doing 80, opened them, doing 80. I honestly couldn't tell the difference. Maybe if you're in heavy, super heavy rain and you got a front wind on you, maybe, but you don't feel a big difference, at least I don't. But I run them open all the time anyway, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now.